Now, in this video, I will show you under 5 minutes why I think Matt Reeve's Batman will be the greatest Batman movie ever. No, I'm not talking about Robert Pattinson being the greatest Batman. To many of us, that remains this guy or this guy too. Not this guy. Alright, so let's start with the director and his inspiration for the film. The first thing that Matt Reeve said is that this movie will be a noir-driven film, and it's gonna be set in year 2. While talking about the Batman, the director once said, there are so many things that are driven by the parts of himself that he doesn't yet know. And so I will say that kind of sort of version is very much connected to the vision from Darren Cook's ego. And after seeing some of the trailers and marketing material, it's easy to see that the director is also taking inspiration from The Long Halloween and Dark Victory, which are some of my favorite comics ever made. Now let's dive into the synopsis of the movie. The Batman is an edgy, action-packed thriller that depicts Batman in his early years, struggling to balance rage with righteousness as he investigates this disturbing mystery that has terrorized Gotham. Robert Pattinson delivers a raw, intense portrayal of Batman as a disillusioned, desperate vigilante awakened by the realization that the anger consuming him makes him no better than the ruthless serial killer he's hunting. So knowing that the director will take inspiration from some of the best Batman comics, and at the same time do a deep dive into the mind of Bruce Wayne and what makes him tick, and further explore the possibility that he might go a little bit mad, especially after witnessing the murders of his parents. It's a fascinating way to deconstruct the superhero in a way that hasn't been done before. Although you've seen a couple of hints here and there in previous iterations of the character, he hasn't been the central focus of the entire movie like it's gonna be in this one. Now let's focus on the cinematography. And to quote Jeffrey Wright, who's playing Commissioner Gordon, they're trying to set a mood with this film. And it looks like Greg Fraser has delivered. Greg Fraser, who's done fantastic work on movies like Dune, Rogue One, and The Mandalorian streaming show, has given us some of the most beautiful shots from any Batman film ever put together. I mean, some of these images are just ripped from the comics and placed in the real world, and yet making it look incredibly believable and breathtaking. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, please take the time now to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment in the comment section. Now let's talk about the villains. It's very well known that Batman has the best and most iconic villains in any universe, Marvel or DC, it doesn't matter. He has the best villains. And with this movie, Matt Reeves is wasting no time. Yeah, we would love to see the Joker in this Matt Reeves universe. Still, I'm equally excited to see Harmar Falcon, played by John Turturro, the Penguin, played by Colin Farrell, the villain slash hero Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz, and probably the most terrifying Zodiac Killer inspired interpretation of the Riddler, played by the brilliant Paul Dano, making this the most loaded and intriguing Batman villain list today. And this list does not include the rumored Firefly and the Mad Hatter, which are rumored to be in the film, and possibly we might see the Joker. Yes. Now you might ask yourself, what would set this movie above the rest? In this film, we will see a not too experienced Batman who is still finding its way in a corrupt city that trusting the wrong person could possibly get you killed, and also haunted by the possibility that his family has some blame to share over the corrupt system that has plagued Gotham City for years. We will see Bruce consumed by the desire to do what's right, where his moral code is unquestionable, and at the same time grappling with the idea that this might not be true for those who surround him. And it seems that the Riddler has discovered something that puts him in his questionable family past at the core of the story of this movie. And having this kind of depth in the script is a fascinating one, and one hasn't been fully explored, whether the Wayne family had anything to do with the corruption in Gotham City and the city's past. And from what I've seen so far, it looks like Matt Reeves is not afraid to present this kind of inner family turmoils and dilemmas and how Batman comes to terms with them. And in addition to that, of course, we're going to see a lot of action-packed scenes. We're going to see him like we never seen him before, becoming the greatest detective. That's one aspect of the movie that I'm really looking forward to, because that has not really been explored to a great length on any of the Batman films. We've seen a couple of shots here and there where we see Batman and BVS doing some investigating, and the same thing we see Christopher Nolan, but we never see him becoming like this type of true detective that does a deep dive in the psychic or the killer or the person who they're hunting, and find out creative and smart ways to outdo them and find out who they really are and what their motives or the motivation is. I think that's going to be a very interesting and fascinating way to explore further this character, and I think that's why I believe this is gonna be the greatest Batman movie ever made. Now, do you believe like I do that this movie will be the best Batman movie ever made? Leave a comment in the comment section, hit that like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, make sure to come back for more videos. Okay guys, until next time, Peace.